Hello gardeners, I am Nishat from Gardening Everyday. In this video, I am going to share how to grow and care gardenia in pot. I purchased a gardenia plant probably 2 weeks ago, and today I am going to repot that, and with that I will share the potting mix, plant requirements and how to take care of them all season long. Gardenia jasminoid is a summer flowering evergreen shrub, but they are also available in trees and dwarf form. They produce really intensive, fragrant, containing creamy white colored flowers as you can see here. They are hardy in zone from 8 through 11. This plant is native to tropical and subtropical climates of southern Asia, Australasia, Africa and Oceania. In these regions they treated as outdoor plant, and except these regions they treated as indoor plant. I live in South Asia, so in my country they grow as outdoor plant, so I will only discuss how to grow them outdoor. This plant is a little bit of difficult and tricky to grow because they are so sensitive to pests and deficiencies. That's why they want lots of care and attentions. People face bud drop, yellow leaves, brown leaf tips, pest infestation, overwatering problems with this plant. Actually, they are little bit of finicky, so their requirements are a little bit of specific, and slightest negligence can make this plant sick. Now let me introduce my plants. Luckily, I got 2 individual plants in one polybag and picked up as healthy plant as I can. So first of all, when you buying a gardenia from garden center, pick up as healthy plant as you can. Check both sides of leaves for pest or disease or deficiencies. Check root system, cause sometimes roots can be infected by root rot and that cannot be noticed only by observing the plant. If you start with a healthy plant, you will face less difficulties in the future. Here I bought this one probably 2 weeks ago and still I didn't face any leaf drop or bud drop problem, though this plant is not repotted yet. So definitely it's a healthy plant and roots are well formed. First I'm going to separate them and then repot them in separate pots. Now let me show you the easiest process to separate this type of plants without damaging the roots. Take a bucket and fill it half with water. Then gently take out the plant from the polybag and put them in the water and let it be like this for few hours. Through this way, soil will soak water and become loosened, and at that point plants can be separated very easily. Honestly speaking, I lost 3 plants in past, and this is the 4th time I bought another gardenia. Those are died because of some of my negligence, but from that I learned a lot about this plant. So this time I want to correct my mistakes and want to grow with providing appropriate care, and all of these stuffs I want to share with you in this video. Now let me show you how to prepare pot for gardenia. Here I have taken 8 inches plastic pot which has 6 bottom holes and 5 side holes for drainage. Always choose pot according to plant size and make sure pot has well drainage system. My plant is so small, so for now I am using this small pot. Gardenia like friable well draining soil, besides they like constant moisture around the roots. From my 3-year failure experience with this plant I observed gardenia can tolerate slightly dryness but cannot tolerate slightly soggy condition. So based on that, here I have taken a soil mixture using 50% sand and 40% soil and 10% compost, which should be slightly acidic in nature. That means pH should be between 5.5 to 6.5 because they love acidic soil and they are so sensitive to the change of soil pH. So as compost, here I have taken vermicompost which is cool in nature and pH is between 6 to 7. And before planting, you can mix half teaspoon any kind of fungicide powder. With this potting mix, you need to be concerned about watering because we are using lots of sand, so you need to water plant probably every day or every other day in the summer. But if you do not have time for maintaining moisture, then use coco peat instead of soil because that can stay moist for a long time and they are more arable than soil. After mixing, make a hole in the center. Now let me show you my plants. Look at this, I soaked them for 2 hours and the soil became loose enough and the roots are exposed. In fact, the roots of one plant are stuck with the other, so I have to cut the roots a little. So separation done. Now have a look on the roots. Roots are white and flashy, that means roots are healthy enough. Now put the plant in the center and then cover the root area with soil. Then press the soil for removing air pockets and then water thoroughly. That means water all over the place around the plant base until water has drained out through the bottom holes. Now let's talk about their sunlight requirements. For better growth, they need 5 to 6 hours of morning sunlight with afternoon shade. In my country in summer, the temperature of a day ranges from 33 degrees Celsius to 35 degrees Celsius. So in this type of areas, they want protection from afternoon sun. Otherwise, they start to drop buds and show burning of leaves. But if temperatures stay between 25 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius in summer, then they can tolerate full sunlight condition. They like humidity and air circulation. By misting or set the plant on a tray of moist pebble, you can maintain humidity. I mist my plants 3 times of a day, and because I stay in second floor of an apartment, so my balcony has good air circulation. You also need to maintain humidity and air circulation, otherwise plant can be infected by fungi. Also, they are sensitive to frequent movement from one area to another, so do not move the plant unnecessarily. Now discuss about watering. Said before, they like evenly moist soil. They can tolerate slightly dryness but slightly soggy condition develop root rot. You can use moisture meter if you are a beginner. I do not have moisture meter, so before watering I check the soil moisture. I water thoroughly when I see about 1 to 2 inches surface soil dried out. Before watering, scratch the soil surface. If it says 1 to 2 inches of soil surface has dried out, then it is the time for water your plant thoroughly. If you follow these guidelines for watering, then there will be no possibilities of overwatering. Next is fertilization. Gardenia is a heavy feeder plant and they love acidic soil. For Gardenia, soil pH should be between 5.5 to 6.5. And in pot, you can maintain that by using fertilizers which are acidic in nature. You can use vermicompost, leaf compost, fish emulsion, coffee ground, mainly the plant food, those have a pH of 5.5 to 7. Phosphorus calcium rich fertilizer like diammonium phosphate or bone meal are generally slightly alkaline in nature. You can use them but at a small quantity. Start fertilizing your plant from 1 month after repotting. I will make separate video on Gardenia fertilizer very soon, so till then you can stay with my channel by subscribing. Fertilize this plant twice a month during the growing season, but do not fertilize on their dormant period, which is from November to February. Try to maintain the soil pH, otherwise plant will show chlorosis. Next is pest management. Gardenias are so sensitive to insect and fungi infestations. Check for whiteflies, mealybugs and spider mites. Spray diluted neem oil or soapy water every couple of days. Also, you can wash plants every week using clean water. Now, some problem you will face with this plant like bite drop, chlorosis, watering issues, but if you follow all the care directions appropriately, you will get success with this plant. Make sure you are keeping soil moist but not soggy, maintaining the soil pH and giving the plant 5 to 6 hours of direct sunlight of a day, and weekly checking for pest infestation. With this maintenance, your plant will full with flowers. That's all for today. I will share the updates with time. Till then, thank you so much for watching this video and we'll see you in the next one.